First of all, a little bit of context for this video.
No. Not that he wants to give context, just that he, exists. And he just won't stop. I'm starting to think I did something wrong and I'm being punished for it. No idea what. All I did was try to blow up the planet a couple of times and eat a few babies, but that's just because of my atheism. So no idea what the universe's problem with me is. Anyway, what incredibly stupid thing do you have to hurt me with today, you big blue horror?
Lately, I've been recording most of my videos freewheeling, and so this is unscripted, and I'm just talking off the cuff and from my heart.
Hey, don't sell yourself short, buddy. You aren't just talking off the cuff and from the heart. No, that is not fair at all. The thing you talk most is absolute bollocks, and also out of your ass. But to be fair, that is true whether you are scripted or not, so,
Second, ever since Spirit Science began, I have felt a deep and profound connection with literally all of you.
Literally all of them. And hell, does that mean me? I mean, seriously, what about the people who think you are full of shit? What about the people who just have no idea what's going on, but look at the colourful cartoon man? What about the people who somehow appreciate your worldview, but just think that you're wrong, and it's actually this other, probably incredibly stupid thing? I can't imagine any of them could have a spiritual connection to you, if such a thing existed, and that's the other one, it fucking doesn't. So the use of the word literally is just not right. Also, it's my word. I literally use it all the time, and you can't have it.
What I mean by this is, whenever I publish a video about any particular subject, following that video's release, I often find that I learn exponentially more about that subject.
I seriously doubt that, at least not in the normal sense of learning, because I'm sure that people tell you all sorts of shit. I mean, when I release a video on a particular subject, if I don't go in depth or perhaps I even screw something up, people will talk about it in a more nuanced or deeper part of that thing within the comments. And that's learning. But I can only imagine with your subjects, well, they spew endless bollocks because bollocks begets bollocks. And frankly, that's kind of the opposite of learning goddamn anything.
Which I attribute to our collective consciousness working together throughout time and space.
Wait, what? Okay, so I clearly took the wrong conclusion from what he said. I assumed, like the idiot that I am, people were telling him things in the comments and replies and whatever, but no, apparently he's actually obtaining information through fucking osmosis. No, dude, you are not learning things because other people are, thinking about them or some shit. For the most part, and I promise you this, any new information that you think you are getting is either old information that you had just forgotten until you made this vid, or is stuff you actually did get from reading comments, because, people do that. But frankly, for the most part, it is almost certainly just shit that you made up.
As each new video comes out, the collective mind watches it and thinks about it and digests and contemplates these ideas.
The collective mind, more like the collective soul, aka our soul. And when a bunch of our souls think they are coming up with brilliant things that are going to change the world and are just so very, very clever, it is inevitably a bunch of shit pouring out of the giant our souls.
And many of those reverberations in the field make their way back to me, and it helps me to learn more too.
Holy shit, this motherfucker literally thinks he has fucking magic powers. Jesus, I knew you were a ridiculous moron, but I didn't think you were actually goddamn delusional. You do not have brainwave absorbing powers. At best, you exist in a space where a lot of people will vomit their ideas at you on various social media platforms, and as much as it is all bullshit, the quote-unquote information is getting to you. But not through mystical woo-woo, but through, your eyeballs, dipshit, Christ.
So I really want to give a lot of credit where credit is due, to you.
You gotta be careful with the whole credit where credit is due thing. It can very easily turn into take all the fucking blame. And considering this guy says so much stupid shit, he is effectively calling his audience a bunch of idiots who think the dumbest shit on the face of the planet. One our soul.
This amazing spirit science audience. Without you,
This fucker wouldn't have a fraction of the reach he does and would probably have stopped years and years ago. Thanks a lot, you bunch of... I'm not saying it again, but you know what you are and you should be ashamed. Ashamed because your asses are all so awful.
These videos would just be little blips in the great pond of social media.
I mean, as much as I'm saying that your existence is pain for like everyone, but for a channel with what is like 1.5 million subs, the fact that you can't even get 10% of that viewership means that you kind of are a blip on social media. And that's not to say I do any better, although far closer to my actual numbers, I am just as much of an insignificant blip. But at least I know I am an irrelevant piece of shit.
And I think that it's because of our collective consciousness together, we are rapidly developing our ability to know and understand the various subjects that we're exploring here.
First off, think. And second, again, no, you aren't a collective consciousness. At best, you are probably an echo chamber, all sucking each other off about how spiritual you all are, when the only reason you think that is because that's what you want to be true. But wanting something to be true, wanting to be the best connected person, it just doesn't make it so. But you are connected insofar as the internet, you know, a technology that has allowed you to feel that way. So how about you give the computer the goddamn credit it deserves, / blame. Thanks a lot, prick.
So, this video today is specifically about a post that I made on social media several days ago.
Okay, getting into it. Cool. What did you say? Let me guess. Hail, fellow fuckwits. Today, whilst jerking off, I realized that I am even more betterer than everyone than I thought. You should give me money, either by buying some bullshit that I wrote, or throwing infinite money down the great big pit known as services that cost way more than something that actually does something whilst providing none of the benefit, whilst pretending it does do that, instead of just being crowdfunding with extra steps and lies.
My coworker and friend sent me a picture of a meme that said,
"Coworker and friend? I do not understand. First off, that you do anything that could be considered work, all you do is talk shit all day. And yeah, what I do clearly is not work either. As we all know, all YouTubers are lazy work shy scum. But mostly, let's just pretend that it's a real job for a second. You're friends with your co-workers, but those are the people that you work with. I'm pretty sure it's illegal to actually like them. I mean, no one I have ever worked with liked me, so it stands to reason. And that shows the other big lie. Nobody actually has friends either, yeah? That's just a lie invented by Big Friend to make people buy each other drinks down the pub. I'm not falling for that shit."
"You're too serious. Open your clown chakra."
Wow, that's just beautiful. Not only does Blob here think that he could possibly be too serious, you'd have to be a serious person that people take seriously at all to be that and just know, but also that there's only one clown chakra. When it comes to spirit science, they are all clown chakras because they are all chakras of a goddamn circus act.
And I thought, that's really funny. I think I want to share that.
Wow, you thought that was really funny, did you? I thought it was supposed to be like glib or something, but no, that was supposed to be amusing. It's just sad, really, that your bar for comedy is so low that it has apparently crashed through the fucking floor.
And from a place of humor, I put it out there. We posted that on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Threads.
That was weird. I mean, what the fuck is Threads? I don't really keep up on new social media platforms. I mean, fuck. I still use and call Twitter, and that's like the newest one that I even know about. But yeah, I know it's all meaningless garbage over there. Why do you think I like it? But second, why did you say it's so weird? Like, is there some kind of beast traveling through the site that will consume your followers that you trick into going as tribute to the monster? I don't know. It's the only use I can think of for his active subscribers, damn.
Most people got a good laugh out of it, and a few people were like, hey, no, seriousness is very required in this world. We should be more serious.
Oh my god, there are miserable fuckers even in the we believe absolutely ludicrous bullshit world. That is just fucking amazing. I mean, imagine trying to take this seriously, but like seriously. Like it's suit and tie shit and not hippy dippy bullshit where your main goal is to smoke pot and smell bad. That means there are people out there more absurd and unself-aware than Blue Boppy here. Unbelievable.
And personally, I don't disagree with that. I think we need a very healthy balance of maturity and childlike wonder in everything that we do, at least for mature grown-ups.
If there were a set of words that I would and could never use to describe you and yours, it's mature and fucking grown-ups. And you might say, well, you're hardly one to talk sick, but actually I am, because it takes one to know one. And these guys certainly are one big something, that's for damn sure.
But that's besides the point. What happened next after making that post was very interesting.
Was it the people saw it and went, huh, and then moved on, possibly typing a lol? Because as we all know, you cannot write LOL online without having actually laughed out loud. I mean, if you haven't, that is a lie. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Lol.
Due to what I believe is that cosmic interconnectedness through our thoughts and our consciousness, I found myself in meditation on Saturday being completely overwhelmed
by your meditation. I think what you did there was mispronounce masturbation. Meditation, the last thing it should be is over-fucking-whelming. I'm pretty sure if that happens, you're doing it wrong. Overwhelming wanks, on the other hand, that's when you know you're doing it right. You haven't really jerked off if afterwards you retain the ability to speak and your left leg still works.
By visualizations of the Joker.
Oh, that's what you thought was weird. I mean, how does anyone jerk off without thinking about the clown prince of crime? Wait, I mean, what? Right, you mean during your, nap, you thought about a thing that you had thought about recently. Yeah, that's pretty fucking normal, dude. I mean, bit specific on the choice of clown, but then again, he is probably the most famous one ever at this point, really. Yeah, thinking of a thing you thought of. That's what brains do.
And not just like Heath Ledger or Jack Nicholson Joker. I mean like the comic book super wicked Joker. Just
super wicked Joker. So the coolest one, eh? Okay, but well, how did you know about that version of him? Probably because you read the comics, right? And if you read the comics, what are the versions of him that are most going to stick out? Well, the most extreme versions, the ones that did the most interesting shit. Again, this isn't some mystical clown force invading your mind. It's just things you have in your brain being brought forward because you fucking thought about them. I really don't understand the need to make every little thing a fucking mystery box.
Flooding my mind, flooding my thoughts, flooding my being.
Flooding my very balls. A flood of purple-clad, pale-faced psychos, all charging into my testicles like some sort of velour wave. And at that moment, I finally knew what it meant to have blue balls. Mostly because he wouldn't stop stabbing them from the inside. God damn it.
So it was then that during all of these meditation experiences where I prayed to the divine intelligence and said,
I'm sorry, you prayed to the what now? The divine intelligence? What the fuck is that when it's at home? Divine intelligence. Is that just some kind of off-brand version of God? Is that the Lord we have at home? That's the kind of shit that sounds straight out of a really crap role-playing game where they've been too lazy to come up with an actual name for their higher being. So they just call it the Bright One or some shit like that. Ugh.
Where on earth is this coming from?
Your fucking brain, dumbass. I mean, to be fair, that is technically kind of a miracle. I mean, it turning out that he has the capacity to contain anything in that big empty head of his. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if it's only because after he's read a comic book page, he stuffs it in his idiot mouth. And since his head isn't actually attached to his body, it just kind of stays there, melting into a mulch, and eventually comes out of his eyeballs when he's asleep, and that's how he ended up seeing a bunch of Jokers. Makes sense when you think about it.
And I received, without a shadow of a doubt, this very clear message. You told people to open up their clown chakra.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It was a joke. I mean, not a very good one, but you knew it was a joke. Even in your stupid ass world, the fucking clown chakra isn't a thing. And if it was, what the fuck would the goddamn Joker have to do with it? He's a relatively modern creation. What utter nonsense. You are not opening of the fucking Jester Gate to the universe, you stupid little shit. Also, the divine Moronicus didn't tell you shit. You thought about clowns? because there was a thing you did earlier that was about clowns, and then you remembered you did that. Stop. Just stop. Stop attributing to magic very basic and obvious shit, you fucking lunatic. Christ, you think the Joker's nuts, but god damn. I bet this guy would even mess with the IRS, and even the Joker baby don't mess with the IRS.
No, thank you.
And I thought, oh my god. Well, enough of that, and I immediately deleted the post everywhere.
See, now you should realize where you really fucked up. You forgot to delete your channel, that's the problem. But don't worry, there's still time. There's always time. You don't have to be the most ludicrous person on the planet. You could just boop and it'd all be fixed. Look, let me show you. I'm kidding, like I'll ever stop while there's still whiskey in my lungs, air in my glass, and stupid in the world. Well, like that's ever gonna fucking happen.
But that wasn't exactly enough. You see, then the next day I spoke with a very dear friend of mine, and he told me that the last night he had endless dreams about the Joker as well.
First off, no you fucking didn't. No, I just don't believe you. I think you are making that up, or that they were lying to you. And second, I thought it happened while you were meditating. But the other guy was asleep? See, I knew you were fucking napping. The lot of you. That's all meditation is. Don't lie to me.
Also, with the very wicked form that he is often portrayed in. And I thought, oh dear.
Oh dear, my friend's as much of a moron as me. I can't have that. I'm the biggest idiot I know. No one can be allowed to take my crown of stupid away from me. And that's when I learned about hiring hitmen on the dark web. Unfortunately, I am so dumb, I accidentally put my name on the target field instead of the employer one, so I'm currently having to pay thousands of dollars in finance just to kill myself. I mean, I guess I could just cancel the payment, but I ain't no flake. You follow through with your promises, to the detriment of everything, god damn it.
It's spreading, because it's not just one person interconnected with everybody. We're all connected with each other. In fact,
oh my god, the movement, make it stop. And again, no, you aren't. You aren't causing people to see fucking clowns. Well, aside from the one behind the goddamn podium.
I am wondering if anybody watching this has had a similar experience. And if you had, please put it in the comments. That would be wild.
It fucking would if they were telling the truth, but the only reason anyone is going to tell you that is because they want Blue Senpai to notice them and say, wow, you are just like me. Let's be best friends. But unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you think about it, he's never ever going to do that.
I personally kind of don't think that would be the case, but honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised.
And there it is. After all this stupid shit, he knows exactly what it is. It is stupid shit. That's not all interconnected, because why the fuck would it be? And frankly, even if someone here did dream of Jokers, it's not like that's an impossible thing that could never ever happen. And if they'd watched this drunk off their tits on goof juice and then come back later after having dreams but forgetting that they'd seen the video, well, that's a really obvious explanation all over again. Frankly, you know this is nonsense, but you're simply trying to trick people into having some very simple experience so that you can then go, see, it's all connected. When the only thing that everything you do and say and are has in common with anything else is it's a load of old bollocks.
Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. Nope, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel Spoon Staff Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos, and she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was going to tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the